is up, comic fans?
Hey, Jared's here.
Matt, your mic's up way away from your mouth.
Hey, what's
There
up?
we go.
I made it,
we
guys.
got Jared in his fancy hat.
I made it.
That is a very Fargo-esque hat.
Dude, I don't know if you guys heard, but it's been crazy. So the wife abandoned us. It's freaking
Like
Captain's
Lord of the
log.
Flies.
Yeah, it's like freaking Captain's log, Stardate fucked. I mean, I don't know how the fuck you do this, Fry. Oh my gosh.
Have the children started eating one another yet?
I was just about to ask that, actually.
I think I hear them, guys. I think they're somewhere. How you guys doing?
Just stay strong. Just stay strong, my man.
How you guys
And to
doing?
answer your question, lots of whiskey.
Oh, is that the trick?
Yeah. So let's check in with chat here, guys. We got Rose Kirby coming in. It says, hello, good morning, everyone from Rose. It's 2 a.m. Hello. What's up, Rose? Hello from the U.S., Rose. Andrew Dodge coming in saying, hey, guys, happy Monday. Hope you're off to a good start to the week. Hell yeah.
Of course. Oh.
So real quick, just to let everybody know, we were planning on doing like a special anime issue of Couch this week. We actually have to postpone that. Unfortunately, Broco, I'm gonna call him Broco now. Brodo suffered a back injury. So
I'll bet he did, man. He's like, I'd rather break my back than wax my legs.
I feel like he might have. So we're actually going to have to postpone that. I don't want to make an announcement on the date yet until we know how he's doing, but obviously his health is more important than the stream. So hopefully he gets filmed.
It is now because now it's prolonged.
He's
going to be suffering the whole time he's on his back. He's going to be like, oh man, I just got to keep this going.
If
we got Joe Frazier,
we could just go there and wax his legs.
I'm not against this idea.
Wait, what?
So here's the idea: we fake some name tags, we get some scrubs.
Okay.
Everybody's wearing a mask anyways. We just roll right in there. You know what I mean? Wait until he's just slightly awake and have Jared lean his face real close, and then Jared, I just need you to whisper, it's time for your sponge bath. And then bam, we pin him down and we let Ashley just start ripping in.
Oh my gosh, dude. He would murder me. No.
I think this is a brilliant idea.
If he hurt his back, we have time to get away.
What's up, Joe? No, I don't. Oh man, I don't.
We don't got to be fast. We just got to be faster than Ashley Massacre.
I found nutrients.
Never let him leave this next to your desk, dude.
Oh, dude.
You gotta
Capri Sun. Dude, I didn't know this. My wife has a big box for the kids stash.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know. This is crazy.
Dude, have you guys seen those the like margarita stuff? They're like dailies. They're exactly like a Capri Sun with alcohol.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
Yeah.
Pretty great. Well, let me check in with chat here while I'm opening my Capri Sun. So Joe Frazier says, what's up, boys? Jared, you be careful.
Joe?
It's the jungle out there.
I know, Joe. Thank you.
He's not wrong. He is not wrong.
Oh,
Gypsy Leaf says, oh my God, Stardate fucked almost killed Joe. JD Smith Didyard says, who's in the hospital? I don't think he's in the hospital. Brodo actually just injured his back, so he's not going to be on the stream this week. But we're making jokes about him being in the hospital.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that would be horrible. But when the back is a horrible thing, guys. I've actually lost mine for like days, and it is, and Matt knows. And yeah, when the back goes, you're bedridden. It sucks.
Yeah,
where's
mine at one point in time. So
where's your Capri Sun at, Matt?
I don't have a Capri Sun. You know, there's always that neighborhood kid that doesn't have the one thing, you know, like, oh, look, we got ice cream. I didn't get ice cream. So today
We got Capri Suns.
Yeah.
Dude, this stuff will save you. This goes in my 73-hour kit.
Yeah, what's ridiculous is that Capri Suns are 94% sugar, so Jared's going to be full Jared mode tonight, and I'm really looking forward to it.
No, dude, this is we get no.
They're terrible.
Water.
Oh, really?
House Lorbridge comes in on YouTube.
All natural ingredients, dude.
Yeah, natural sugar.
Sugar is pretty natural.
Rose says it's been 16 weeks since January. We'd have to look and see on the t-shirt, but we will get it figured out for you, Rose.
Oh, Rose, we're working on it.
Yeah, Gypsy says Brodo is hurt. Joe Fraser says, see what happens when Jared gets sugar? That's right, Brodo gets hurt. It's creepy. Cyrus the Great 78 says it's always something with Brodo.
I know, seriously. What's going on?
You know what?
There?
Since he's going to be laid up, somebody send him a copy of Goonies.
Dude, nice call.
JD Smith Didjarda says, did Ashley hold his hand too hard?
Probably.
Probably. Oh, man, that's a
poor
little
little guy got crushed by his girl.
All right, well, let's jump right into this thing. So, first up, the blog post.
Oh, we
got a new blog. I like it. I like this one. It's how NFTs work with comics.
Yeah.
Why did we make a blog post about this? Because everyone keeps asking us how it's supposed to work. And originally we were like, yeah, let me take the time to explain it to you. Now I just want to shuffle people in and be like, just read this. Why?
No, we're still going to explain it for everybody.
This makes so much more sense than if I sit and get carried away for 3.5 hours talking about something I get excited about.
Okay, this blog post all started when Fry and I were sitting there trying to record a video explaining how NFTs work. And we kept getting into the technical aspect of it, and it was just getting lost on everybody. And then we realized, actually, I think it was you, Fry, that was like, hey, so it's kind of just like a digital COA, which is something that as comic fans, we're all very, very aware of. And so
you probably could have come up with that yourself, Matt, if you had a Capri Sun.
Yeah.
dude, it's like the lemon helmet in Hitchhiker's Guide.
42. So basically it just takes everything and just explains how for those of you guys who don't know, the COA is a certificate of authenticity. So when you get a comic book signed, you always have that certificate to go along with it. Otherwise, you don't know who signed it. You know, it could be like I could sign Stan Lee's name to a Spider-Man and give it to Fry and be like, look, yeah, see?
He's done this like 14 times now.
Allegedly. And just because it all happened to be the same comic that just came out like a couple of months ago doesn't make it less likely, Fry.
Well, still.
So, yeah, basically that NFT just turns it into gives you that certificate of authenticity. So that's
wait, say that again. Say that again.
The NFT. It's
basically what?
That certificate of authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Jared doesn't know what we're talking about now because Jared's new to the
No,
comic
it's all
industry.
good. No, I know exactly what you guys are talking about.
All right. So this was it was a program guide given to me by Fry. Okay. This was actually signed here by Brian Polito. As you can see on the back, we have the certificate of authenticity.
Oh, wow. I've never seen one before.
I'm not sure that I gave that to Matt.
Yeah,
I think he might have stolen.
Hey, Matt, put that back up. I want to see that. I've never seen a certificate of authenticity with a comic before that. I want to see that again. Can I see that again? So Fry gave that to you?
Yeah. Let me see. I stopped at his house a while ago.
Dude, was that when we were at that place and you were like, hey, man, Fry's backpack just gave me a comic?
How drunk was
Shut
Fry?
up. You were pretty drunk. You had just bought those that Rubik's Cube. Or we were talking about that Rubik's Cube that you got from.
You're probably
Hellraiser.
feeling bad for getting a bunch of cool stuff. You're feeling like, when you're like guilty, you're like, you spent so much and you're like, you feel guilty and you're like, oh, I better give something away so I feel better about myself. You know what I mean?
I don't think I've ever felt that way in my life, actually. I'm pretty good at hoarding.
Are you sure?
Well, you had said that you had got that, but you didn't actually go to that convention. And so you were kind of like, I don't care about it.
Wow.
Or
Fry, you are a role model of something, charity or something.
This
True
right
hero.
here could be the truth.
Oh, well, Drunken Fry. Could be.
That's exactly what it was.
Checking with chat. Andrew Dodge says natural sugar is more energizing than processed sugar, Jared.
Thank you. I know this. I know, but this stuff is just easy access and I'm starving right now. My wife left us on, I don't even know if we're going to survive the night. This is the first night too. We got 3 days of this. I'm like,
you're already wearing that hat.
Dude,
nobody's around to say no. Okay.
Oh, I never thought of it that way. Nice.
Fantastic.
Nice.
JD Smith Digiartist comes in to say, did y'all see that Kevin Smith is going to do an NFT with his next movie? Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Kilroy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I really like that idea. He's also getting into doing some comic book work on NFTs as well. So looking forward to seeing what happens.
So how is that going to work? So his next movie is going to be an NFT. Is he going to just sell it to one person? Or is he going to sell the tickets as NFTs?
Actually, by buying, everybody's going to be a little bit different, but on this one, by buying the NFT, you will actually own the rights to distribute the movie. So you could buy the NFT and give it away to everybody if you
how our marketplace works?
Kind of. Not. No.
Well, you just said that if you buy it, you have the rights to resell it, and that's what we do in our marketplace.
You have the rights to distribute it.
Yeah,
distribute it. What do you mean? Like give it away?
Like show it in movie theaters, Jared, or
so you only have the right. Oh well, distribute.
That would actually be pretty cool because as of right now, the movie theaters, they kind of lease the movie, and so they don't make anything off the movies. They only make money off the concessions. Off the concessions, yeah. So if they were to say buy the movie at this point, they could have a longer run in theaters where they actually pay off that movie, and then they would start making money off the movie, and hopefully concession prices could go down. So
here's what worries me.
Bravo, Kevin Smith.
If that happens. But here's what worries me is Wu-Tang Clan came out with one copy of one album.
Yeah.
This really happened. And Pharma Bro bought it so that nobody else could ever listen to it but him.
How much did he pay?
I think it was like $3 million or something like that. And then never released it because, he was Pharma Bro and he's total douche. So I'm worried that someone's going to lock a Kevin Smith flick behind a vault door and never let any fans see it.
As long as it's not Clerks 3.
Yeah.
I thought it's Kilroy, right? That's what I heard.
Yep. Yeah, Kilroy. T3 Comics says, hello, what's up?
Hey, just so y'all know, Tommy's not feeling good, so prayers and energy towards Tom.
Yeah. Andrew Dodge comes in with a big old list of comic books he's getting. Congratulations.
Holy crap.
Congrats.
Damn, dude, there's some serious flexing going on there, man.
Books
I hope you two are just realizing.
He's got some cool books, man. That Hulk 181 is something that everybody likes.
Oh, wait a minute. He's got a Hulk 181? What?
Okay, Fry, what happens? Cool. Jared, what happens in Hulk 181?
Oh, I don't know. I just hear that it's worth a lot of money.
Yep.
Don't you have a graded version of that, Fry?
I do.
Okay, now
is that one that was
regraded? This is no. I'm just kidding.
He's gonna pull out like a friggin' 7 or something and crush me.
There's something special about your Hulk 181. It's like
There's nothing special about it. The stamp was removed.
That's what's special about it is something like there's something missing or there's a tag. Somebody tore off something.
There was a stamp inside of the book. Mine has it removed, which makes it so that it's not nearly as valuable as anyone else's that has the stamp, because so many of them have the stamp removed.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about bringing that up. Talk about twisting, right?
Yeah, no, he's gonna cry.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Sorry,
really appreciate it. My grandmother died when I was 8. You want to bring that up too?
No, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Holy crap!
Jeez,
this went dark.
God, I'm so sorry, guys.
Gary Smith Digiratus comes in to say, "There's some sexy books in that stash, Andrew Dodge." Not wrong.
Oh yeah.
Rose says, "Ready for conventions? Are you going to talk about them?" We are. We're gonna bring a few of those. Joe Frazier says, "I'm so sad that you can't get Kevin Smith's Dogma digitally online anywhere. It was a rights issue, I guess." Yeah, they had a lot of issues with that.
Of Dogma.
Quit it.
Come on, Jared. You can come back, but just stay there.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. I was just waiting for you guys to invite me back. I felt so bad.
Jason Digiratus says, "Jared, I cannot wait for you to check out a comic called The X-Men. You're going to love
it." I've heard tell of this X-Men you speaketh of.
We got a Facebook user saying that went dark. It tends to sometimes. Hey, and if you're actually popping up as Facebook user, it's because you have not given StreamYard's rights to use your likeness. So we don't see your face or your username, which means you don't pop up with face or username. So if you want us to know who we're talking to, that's how you fix it.
I kind of like the anonymity of it, you know? It's like Facebook user. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, well, we usually don't pull Facebook users on screen. So
he was telling me all about the anonymity of the internet and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, so you're using incognito mode? Yeah. You know, they could still track that. No. I'm like, yeah.
Who said that?
You got busted on incognito mode?
No, you long time ago. Yeah, you came into the class.
I could see that happening.
No.
When my students took your website and were like, okay, let's hash it apart. I was like, damn.
No, that happened.
I tried to explain what a VPN was to Jared, and he was like, well, how do I get my computer back
Very personal network.
And I was like, yeah, we're done here. Yep, very
personal network.
All right, Rose says, so what do I watch with a Snyder Cut when I get it in May? I'm not sure what you mean with that question, Rose.
Well, I'll tell you what to watch. First of all, watch it with a nice glass of Merlot or maybe a Cabernet Sauvignon. And if you are more of a beer person, maybe a Guinness, something a little stout, because it's good. It's really good. The Snyder Cut really...
Pace yourself.
Really owned it.
It's 4 hours.
Yeah, you got a bottle of whiskey, maybe some Fireball.
Oh boy.
3 edibles. You're not going to know if it was good or not. You won't really care.
Oh boy. So we do have some movie news and stuff today. Oh,
let's get into it.
So, man, you guys are going to spoil. I'm about to watch this tonight. Let's not go over that one.
Oh, we're going over everything.
Guys.
First of all, Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
That came out
so good. Okay.
So I enjoyed it. I know it wasn't going to be The Godfather when I went walking into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, the storyline.
We're not doing any spoilers with the storyline. But everyone
no. I'm just okay. I would like a 5-star rating on the questions that I ask, because I have not seen it, and this is something I want to see, and I don't want any spoilers.
What do you expect from it? I mean, are you expecting Schindler's List level storyline?
No. Just something that's coherent.
Yeah, it's coherent. It makes sense.
And is there a hero story?
Yes.
It's Mortal Kombat. You're watching it for gore and blood and violence. And
but is there like a
the
good
fight
team?
scenes are
Is there
great.
like a victory?
There's some fatalities in it.
Yep.
Oh, some real fatalities, like right out the video
on the
game?
trailer. They
Can't
actually
spoiler
had
anything.
some real fatalities on there. It was
That's
awesome.
cool.
Mhm.
That's cool.
They did have it centers around a new character that was created specifically for the movie.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Is he cool? Does he have a cool superpower?
I'm not
I think he's
entirely
cool.
sure if I like the costume or not.
I like it.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but it just.
The whole reason I want to even see this movie was the trailer of Scorpion. That looks so legit. Was it good?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right, good.
Kano was actually pretty funny.
Kano carried it.
Yeah.
Kano was a great character.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he's kind of like a good guy in this one. Kind of.
Sure.
Kano?
I mean, for Kano.
So
doesn't he like rip people's hearts out and shit like that?
That being said, we can't go much further other than saying that we enjoyed it. Hopefully, chat,
I will
you
say
guys
this.
enjoyed it. We don't want to do
I
this.
did just find out today that there is somewhere out there. I don't know if they're going to release it or not, but there is an NC-17 version just based off of the gore. They had to bring in a brand new editor to recut it in order to get it to rated R. So
holy shit!
I want that. Come on, we had release a Snyder cut. Let's go with release the NC-17 Mortal Kombat.
I don't know. I feel like everything needs its own cut nowadays, and I'm not sure that I completely approve of that. But we'll get to that with some later news topics here.
Don't you want to see that?
I mean,
no. I like the one that was out.
I've seen an NC-17 movie before. It was shocking.
I'll bet you did.
Yeah, Showgirls. oh, show me something. No, I'm just kidding.
Jay Smith Jared says, I wish I could be there when Jared is informed that Pornhub on incognito mode doesn't mean anything if you forget to close out the window. T3 Comics comes in to say, can we cut most of the Star Wars films and redo them too? No. Okay.
What?
Leave Star Wars out of this.
Whoa. Star Wars is doing really, 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 really good right now. Mandalorian?
Star Wars is in safe hands.
Yes. Let's not mess with the good trajectory.
Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat.
Shit,
I actually enjoyed kind of what they were trying to do with episode 8. I know a lot of people were like, no, it's got to be
that the last one?
No. It was the second to last one.
Okay.
So where they were trying to make it more of all-encompassing, like you don't have to be, a Skywalker to have the Force. I love that, where they were just making it so it was like anybody could really have the Force. I love that idea.
Wasn't that where they were kind of setting?
I know, but that was what they were trying to focus on.
The Baby Yoda, right?
No, not the Mandalorian.
Sure, yeah. Jared.
Yep.
What?
Baby Yoda. Moving on. House Lorber says, leave Star Wars alone.
Okay, House.
Thank you, House. I'm with you.
E-Viewing discusses racism that she suffered for writing Marvel's Ironheart.
So, yeah. Okay, you brought up the screen. All right. Eve was the 4th Black female writer that Marvel has ever brought on. And it was a recent comic called Ironheart. Ironheart was created by, why can't I remember?
Similar to Iron Man? Looks like Iron Man.
Yeah. She's a Black teenager who happens to get and kind of deconstruct Tony Stark's armor and create her own. So she was actually a pretty interesting character at first. I don't quite think towards the end of her run, They knew what they were doing with her, so it didn't quite work out as well as they had hoped. But holy crap. On her Twitter feed, on Eve's Twitter feed and everything, she kept getting like just hammered by everybody for what she was trying to do. And I completely understand what she was trying to do. And basically, she was saying that everybody wants a superhero that they can look at and be like, I recognize some of myself in that character. Okay. So she also, you write what you know, right? So she is writing a black female as a black female, and that made sense. But everybody was just coming down on her about forced diversity and stuff like that. And looking at who she was, it didn't seem like forced diversity at all. And
it just
they kept
like
Iron
Man.
Yeah, they kept Iron Man and brought her in as kind of a side character and then a character in her own title.
So she didn't replace Iron Man. She's her own full built, like evolved character.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought it was a cool storyline. I mean, it didn't really get far, but I don't think
how many seasons,
I don't think it had
like
enough
how many
time.
Issues.
Yeah, I don't think they had I don't think Marvel had enough behind it for it to really gain as much traction as it could have.
Well, these types of situations.
But I thought the story was really good.
I swear, in the last few years, I swear I heard about this particular. But when I heard about it, it sounded like that they were trying to replace Iron Man with this character.
Right. Well, no, I don't think anybody ever was. I mean,
I think the crowd was kind of leery about that because of what happened with X-23 replacing Wolverine and Jane Foster replacing Thor, stuff like that.
So it was more of a like, they're doing it again, but they didn't really know what was going on.
But then again,
don't make assumptions.
There's so many. Well, there's a huge history in comics where you could make that assumption and be 90% right.
Okay.
Like, look at Children of the Atom. That was it's a direct ripoff of their own title, X-Men, which I've seen on an interview when they were saying like, these main characters, they're not ripoffs of the X-Men. They're completely different. And
no way. Look at that. It's got Cyclops.
See, if even Jared could pick that up, the writers and artists are not doing a good job.
They weren't trying very hard.
Yeah, they weren't trying at all. So yeah, there was now Riri Williams, Ironheart.
And it looks like she's even the star. Like Cyclops was the leader. The way they portray her anyway, so that's interesting.
So there was a little controversy behind Riri a little bit ago when J. Scott Campbell, the artist, did a cover of Ironheart, and he's known for, I guess, overly sexualizing the females. Now, he was just told, okay, here's Ironheart, here's Riri, this is her picture, and so he put his typical stamp on it, not knowing, nobody actually told him that it is a 15-year-old character. So Marvel got in a little bit of hot water over that one.
Having a 15-year-old
character. But see, at the same time, I have never been approached by somebody that wanted me to do anything artistic that wouldn't have said, hey, this is a 15-year-old character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And how did that get past the editor?
I feel like that whole sentiment and that whole, I didn't know, guys. Like, I'm calling bullshit. I could be wrong.
No, but if you go to certain artists and ask them to draw any female character, like look at Greg Horn. If he didn't know who like this particular character was, he would have drawn it in his typical style.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
But the editor, I think
he would have asked for details about the character. I think any professional artist is going to ask for some, very low level details. What age, what race, and what type of accessories, especially with a comic character. Like, oh, it's going to be in an Iron Man suit? Okay, let's roll. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you know one of those things, 3 things, you're going to ask for at least the other 2 if it's not already presented to you.
Well,
I mean, hell, even commissions artists ask for these things.
Don't you need that context in order to create the right representation of the different situations and scenarios?
Yeah, but they're basically saying that, like, oh, he didn't have all the context available. And maybe that's the case, but I have never, ever seen any creator that wouldn't have just asked that before making a sexualized, like,
Well, then again,
I don't know.
if you are the artist that is known for over-sexualizing a character and somebody comes up to you, I want this character, you're probably already in the mindset they want it in their style.
The way you do it. And that makes perfect sense to me. What Matt's saying makes perfect sense to me. With that said, you would think that they would give him enough information for him to go, oh, it's a 15-year-old. Okay.
I guarantee he'll never have that problem again.
Right? Holy Jiminy. So what did he draw her like? Did he draw her like adulty or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you just look up any J. Scott Campbell art, you'll understand his style within minutes, and you'll be able to spot it right away. Welcome to the world of Google, people.
Oh,
I know. Jared's just figuring this out.
What? Hey, guys. Hey, we talked about this. You can't tease me about using Google. I'll stop.
Yeah. He's going to go to Ask Jeeves.
Hey, don't tell him I got Jeeves in the background. Jeeves, shut up.
It's like, I've been looking on Netscape Navigator everywhere. Why can't I find this? All right, let me check back in with chat here real quick, guys. Rose Kirby says all the movies associated with each character. I'm thinking to do all the movies associated with each character. I think she's talking about the Mortal Kombat stuff, perhaps.
Ooh.
Oh,
she's talking about with Star Wars.
Oh, with Star Wars, yeah, that would be cool.
And they are doing that because of that. Where I don't know.
Oh no, you know what? Her hold on. Rose's comment previous to that was actually about the Snyder Cut. So perhaps she's talking about watching all the other ones. Yeah, not a bad idea.
If you're going to watch the movies, all you have to do is definitely hit Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, then the Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Is probably one of the most important to see right before Snyder Cut.
I highly recommend watching the director's cut of them because it adds so much more, especially those deleted scenes. You actually understand who Jimmy Olsen was, stuff like that. So,
excellent. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah.
Jetty Smith Jarda says, I think it was Tropher Grace who cut episodes 1 to 3 into a single movie. The movie starts with the Maul Obi-Wan Jin lightsaber fight. Yep. That's a really cool edit, too. Talking about Star Wars episode 1 through 3. It's pretty cool. Rose Kirby says, have they got to season 3 of The Mandalorian yet? I do not believe so.
I don't even. Are they coming out with 3?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That's a huge cash grab. They'd be stupid not to.
J.D. Smith, DigiArtist, comes in to say, I didn't read Ironheart, and I do believe that we need more peeps of color in comics, especially as title characters. But the idea of taking a beloved character and just making it a she doesn't motivate me at all. I find it to be really lazy, and I hate the idea of a great character not being unique anymore because everyone can be a Hulk or a Wolverine. So,
okay, this one didn't do that. It was a completely separate character.
Ironheart
never meant to.
Not only that, like, people say the same thing about like the Jane Thor. You know what I mean?
I love that storyline.
That story arc was so friggin' rad.
Wasn't that Tom King?
Everyone, I think so. And everyone hated on it as soon as they saw the first cover. Everyone just blasted the hell out of it on the internet. Didn't take the time to read it.
I will admit, I did that. I was 100% against it.
Bandwagon,
I did. But I can admit when I was wrong. And in that case, I was 100% wrong.
So you just decided it sucked before you even read it, and then you read it?
Yeah, I was like, man, what the hell? And so I picked up that issue going like, How bad are they going to do this? And I flipped it open and I started reading. I was like, damn, this actually makes sense. Like, I loved it.
Yeah, it was a cool. I'm really hoping that's part of Love and Thunder.
So
Thor was still in it.
Where a woman picks up the hammer,
Jane Foster.
Jane Foster becomes Thor.
Yes,
his love interest becomes.
Do you remember Natalie Portman from the Thor movies? Yeah. That's Jane Foster.
Okay,
so
she becomes Thor.
Yeah, there was that whole cancer element that I loved in that story. There was the Odin's son was Thor was no longer Thor. He was just Odin's son. He was the Unworthy, wasn't he? Or no, it was later that he became known as the Unworthy.
Unworthy. But here's the thing, guys, is you can have a cow in Beta Ray Bill and it's celebrated. You can have a frog in Throg and it's celebrated. You can have all of these different characters become Thor and people just rally behind it. But as soon as it's a female, everyone gets pissed off.
Masculinity is what it is.
And yeah, like, damn it, y'all. Pull up your cargo pants. Out of your ass a little bit. Don't
pull them too tight. Don't pull them up too
I gotta
far.
say, agree. Totally agree.
God damn, like, come on. You know what I mean?
I agree with you guys. You know, that aspect and the fact that you guys actually took the time to read it, that's really cool. That's really cool because now people will actually have
well, it's a Thor run, so of course I'm going to read it.
It's Tom King. You gotta read it.
Yeah, I mean,
holy crap!
But still, like, you know, there's probably a lot of people out there who wouldn't have read it because they thought it was just them trying to, you know, change roles. When really, what it was it was a total arc, and it sounds like it was a fantastic arc.
Oh, it's great.
It was.
Great.
It was.
Oh, dude, Matt, did you like how I did that? Did you like how I said that? Oh.
I did.
JD Smith, Age Artist, comes in to say, I say this because Ironheart could have been an amazing book, but right away my instinct is meh. Yeah, and I am going to say this. One thing is that social media has made it so that all of us feel like we're getting flooded with, like, you know, oh, hurry and, you know, make everything as culturally diverse as possible all at once. But, dude, comics has been this way forever. Forever, guys.
The one thing that I do
just because your psychotic friend who's scared of 5G goes off about Thor.
Now, hold on.
It doesn't mean that Thor's going in a bad direction, is what I'm getting at.
I heard that they can hear you on 5G.
Ah, damn it, Jared. Come on.
Everybody can take a breath now.
JD Smith, Artist, says, to play devil's advocate in regards to J. Scott Campbell, his stuff has been feeling phoned in for years. You might not have been told, it paid no mind. Who knows? Interesting.
So, you know, how long has it been since J. Scott Campbell actually did interior artwork?
You know what? It's the Liefeld theory. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll talk shit.
J. Scott Campbell can draw
Liefeld theory.
But Youngblood #1 has sold more copies than any comic I could work on in my entire life, all combined, all culminated together. And that's how he'll always get work. You know what I mean? And the same thing goes for Campbell. Like, we can crack jokes, but at the same time, we have to appreciate that there's a reason that they're up on that pedestal to the level to where we have to crack jokes.
Because they've made sales, like massive sales.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
you got
Danger Girl.
Fans.
He replaced Jim Lee on Gen 13.
I loved Gen 13. That's the name of the comic. I can never remember. I had an actual issue of it, and then it got destroyed.
Ooh.
That's how I learned Gen 13. I don't.
That's why we don't let Jared borrow comics.
Whatever.
Rose Kirby comes in to say, what about the old record 2017 Justice League and Snyder Cut Wonder Woman 84? Skip 84. That's what I say.
No, if you got a low resolution TV, you could watch 84 and you won't see all the mistakes. And
oh, really?
Yeah.
She just can't carry it with that short skirt, huh?
What?
And that's sexist.
Oh, boy. Jared. You need to get your wife back at home just so she can regulate you.
Hey,
No.
No, hey, don't get me in trouble.
All right, while you're on stream, pretend your wife is at home still with you.
Please.
Sorry, well.
Oh, I don't know which of the two of you is worse. I swear, sometimes you guys are killing me here.
I'm
killing me.
I'm sorry. But
All
All
right,
right, next-
let me
next
explain.
I really
news.
thought that it
Hold
was
up,
going
hold
to be
up,
an
hold up.
awesome show.
You know what? I got
like
on
the first
today and I was like, okay, get ready to do sound check. And instantly Fry's like, hey, do you get offended easily? And I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a good show.
Oh, I'm gonna get back at you. I'm gonna piss you off before this show's over.
Wait, him or me?
Matt.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I can't take any more, guys. I'm almost out of time. Oh my gosh.
All right, so we move on to the next one then.
Please
Do it.
Oh, okay.
Diamond tells comic shops that it's considering changing shipping costs. Because why wouldn't Diamond make things more expensive for a local comic book shop?
No. They're actually asking, like, they're trying to figure out ways to reduce the shipping costs. Just because of everything. No,
Matt, stop lying for them.
Because of everything that Marvel is doing with Penguin Random House, they're calling up comic book shops, and we're like, hey, haven't you liked dealing with us forever? What would you think if we maybe drop some prices? You know,
I would still might not use you.
You want to know? You want to know what I heard? When I read this article, my inner monologue went, "Well, make sure you check every issue because there is no way Diamond's taking back issues that are just hurting the mail now."
Dude, wait a minute. Could it be like those hot rod cars though? Like when there's a mess up, then like in the color and the interior of a Volkswagen Bug.
What?
So like Diamond
talking about like a Hot Wheels?
couple of issues, and then so it has a different color palette.
Oh yeah, it's called a misprint. Yeah, those will always be around, and those will always be
Mhm.
sought after. I got a friend who has a Spidey 300 that was literally printed crooked, the entire book from front to back.
What?
And nobody caught it. Yeah, and I keep telling him, I'm like, dude, you need to get that graded because I've never even heard of that.
Yeah,
but the problem is he can't even find another one that's ever been sold to figure out what the value would be so that he can insure it and send it to CBCS.
It's $1 million.
It's going to be ridiculous money. Like Spidey 300 is an iconic cover in itself, but the whole thing is like, and it's like a solid like 10 degrees off, guys. Like the whole book though, from the cover all the way through, which means that they did at least one box of these. So you should be able to find them, but nobody's ever been able to find another one. So yeah, I don't know. Diamond worries me. So speaking of
if
high
they're
value,
trying to take down the price, I support them.
I think what Diamond's trying to do right now is stay in business, honestly. And if that means, cutting back prices dramatically, well, that means they're going to have to do less of a workload. And luckily, Penguin Random House has already kind of taken that on as is. So
wait a minute. Penguin Random House is a competitor to Diamond.
Mm-hmm. And for decades, Diamond had a kind of a monopoly on. Yeah, well, it was actually a monopoly. They were taken to court.
No kidding.
Yeah. Now, the reason they actually won that court case is because they actually told the courts, look, we're not the only place doing magazines. And essentially the courts didn't really know the difference between a comic book and a regular magazine. So,
oh my gosh.
As a result, they won the court case.
Yeah, Diamond.
So they literally had a monopoly for decades.
Let me check in with chat here, guys. Jay Smith Diggerta says Danger Girl was fantastic love letter to the 80s movies. Loved it. But without coloring, all of his women and men look the same unless he's doing his character style. That's a good point, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a weird style with his bone structure, especially in the jaw lines. Women have very strong jawline. Yeah.
God, I talked about it in the blog about 8 months ago. I want to say I wrote a blog about when you're drawing the human face, you have to avoid same face. Just
same face.
It's where you put the exact same face on for every single character. That's a scary face. Wow.
Andrew Dodge says people need to think outside the box. To be honest, I think a woman Thor is a cool idea. So yeah, the thing is with Thor is that it wasn't really. It's not a woman Thor. Like Thor is in itself its own entity. And that's what people forget is they think Thor is a character, but it's
not
really
only
not.
Well, it was also a title
as a character.
Yeah, it's a title.
Until I met you two, I totally thought Thor was one character, one man, one mission, one thing.
Now there are some I like a wide range of diversity because that's what you see when you look around. But at the same time, I still have to say Batman is Bruce Wayne. End of story to me. Superman is Clark Kent. End of story to me.
Right.
I don't want to see another person step into that role because.
So you don't ever want to see a Supergirl comic?
No, that's a different character altogether. And I'm fine with Supergirl.
Yeah,
and I'm fine with the 30 different iterations.
You mean
that's a different character. That's a totally different character.
So that goes into this next comment in chat here, guys. J. Smith Edgerta says switching up the sex of a comic character is hardly thinking outside the box, in my opinion. But to each their own, I suppose. I haven't read Jane Thor. Might be great. I don't know. So
give it a shot.
Here's the thing, J.D. Smith Edgerta, is that it's not a replacement of the character of Thor. If people are saying they haven't read this yet, that's kind of surprising to me. This was a really, really good story arc. You can pick it up, I think, for like 99 cents on Kindle right now for like the entire run.
Wow.
It's either that or it's like one of the $4 like graphic novel combinations that you can get on Kindle. Highly recommended. Just as like a spoiler-free kind of breakdown of it is that Thor is not replaced by Jane, but Jane is saved by becoming Thor. And I don't want to go too far into that.
If I would say she's saved by it, because that kills her. Well, is what?
Hey, spoiler free.
Whoa, hold on.
She's still. This is comic books. Nope.
What the hell is going on?
I mean, the whole basis is that she's got cancer. And the only way for her not to die
so now I know
is to take on the power of Thor.
Oh,
so
basically she
dies
the power of
as
Thor
her
also, Foster, whatever. Foster.
No,
I'm telling as much as I can, Jared, without doing spoilers.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Killing me.
Sorry.
But yeah, each and every time she does so, we're gonna say it resets the clock. That's
so does she like go poof and become
right,
Thor or something like that, and then she gets zapped by lightning and she's not? Is she like that Marvel dude?
You got to read the book. Read the stories, man. Read the stories.
Oh, you're killing me.
It's not going to be cool to have somebody else,
Tell me.
It's a great run, though. I highly recommend it for anybody that has the time to read it.
What's the name of the run again?
Good. Mighty Thor.
Yeah.
Mighty Thor. Mighty Thor.
So Rose Kirby says, this nice weekend though to have movies. I've missed many films, times in the Snyder Cut. I think honestly, I think you could just sit down and watch the Snyder Cut on its own, and it does a good enough job at giving you a decent backstory.
I really would watch this. If you haven't seen Spider-Man or Superman versus Batman, though, I would watch that pre-Snyder Cut just because it ties everything in so well, especially with how they draw out in the Snyder Cut to the point where Superman appears. You know what I mean? It's very it gives you so much context and so much understanding seeing that. I would have been totally lost had I not seen Spider-Man versus Batman. I would have been totally lost.
Wait, what?
Shut your face.
Y'all, we're pretty sure that Jared was lost anyways, and help him find his way back Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video out.
Thank you. Sharing is caring.
It's like breadcrumbs for Jared.
Sharing is caring.
Oh boy.
Dude, this sugar stuff is awesome. I can't believe my wife was hiding it from me.
We know why. T3 Comics comes in to say it's confusing the Thor Norse god and Thor Marvel character. That's the problem. People are always confused. That is an issue sometimes. I mean, the MCU movies don't really go that far into that as well, aside from every once in a while they call him Odin. They call him Odin's son or
Norse god comic. I was actually watching it on YouTube. This guy was reading it. It was like the Russian comic, somebody geek or something like that. And he was reading through the Thor Norse god comic. It was actually pretty cool. It was way different than the Marvel Thor.
Cameron Payne coming in on Facebook saying every time. What's up, Cameron? Glad to have you.
Hey, what's up, Payne?
Jay Smith Digiarda says, but hey, I also hate how everyone in an arm's reach of Bruce Banner became a Hulk during Loeb's run. Male and female alike, I just find passing out of character powers, unique traits to be a hack. You know what? I'm totally with you there.
Yep.
I mean, there wasn't, there
know,
wasn't really a reason for that
storyline. The only reason I kept reading that was because I was like, I want to know who the Red Hulk is. That's it. Once I actually finally found out, I was like, okay, I can put the book down.
Okay, wait a minute. So how many Hulks are there? I mean,
there's a lot of them.
Oh, let me see.
Red Hulk.
We're not doing this. We're already an hour into the stream.
Gosh, why are you guys taking so long? You said it'd be quick.
Jeez. Andrew Dodge says, Mighty Thor Volume 1, 15 through 18, printless price, $20, Kindle price, $9. Yeah, so $9. I'd say it's really well worth it.
Yeah,
good one.
That is. Support your creators.
Yep. I mean, Kindle doesn't really, but it's not a bad way. I mean, they'll get something, hopefully.
What?
Naturally, they wouldn't in that. Amazon will make some money off of you. Marvel will make some money off of you. The mouse will put some money in their pocket.
They don't work like us, man.
But you get a good comic out of it, so don't feel too bad if you have to buy.
No, don't feel bad at all. Like that. Don't feel bad at all. You're helping promote the creation of more comics.
Well, should we talk about another comic that went for quite a bit?
Let's do it. Thank you.
Okay.
Hell of a segue. I like it.
So,
Fry approved.
Batman #1 sells for $1.
The very first Batman ever?
Batman #1.
Issue 1. Yeah, Batman was first introduced in Detective Comics issue 27. Okay. This is the first appearance of, I believe, Robin.
Boy, that's an old school one.
Yeah. So it was graded at an 8, and holy crap, this bidding.
Holy crap!
Yeah. It's up there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So not only that, this was bought in 2006 for $80,000. To put this into perspective, the person who just sold this realized a 1,400% growth on their investment of this.
God.
And what's really brilliant about all of that is that in 2006, everything you read was about how comics were dead.
Mm-hmm.
How comics were a terrible investment.
Dude, comics are not dead. Comics are so being reborn like the Phoenix.
Now, there's a reason these older comics are so valuable. You have to remember,
right?
Yeah, because back in 1940s, we were looking at World War II, where you were actually told if you bought a comic, share it with your friends, let them read it, and then recycle it.
What? Yep.
So there are hardly any of these left, these older comics.
You got to remember that when they printed these, the staples in the book were more valuable than everything else.
You gotta be shitting me.
Because of the war effort. Dead serious. How weird is that?
Holy crap.
In fact, there's crazy. A lot of comics. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, we'd call them indie now, but there's a lot of comics from this time period that they didn't staple anything. What they did is they cut the corners and would fold them in on itself because staples were too expensive because of the war effort. It's crazy.
That is insane.
Here's the next crazier thing is that there are 6 copies of this book that are graded higher.
No way. No freaking way.
So there are 6 collectors out there that have a higher grade copy of this, and only one of them is known. Like, I mean, the other ones we know they're out there; they've been graded.
Right.
So CGC's database tells us they're out there. Yeah, and that's
but only
Eminem.
one that we know who has it.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's nuts.
I'd like to say it's
Absolutely
me,
nuts.
but it's not, guys. I'm sorry.
If it was, I'm sure you would have said something on one of these live streams by now.
I got this one.
He would have been like, guys, what is this one good? How do I open this?
It works like a
How do I open the plastic?
Hold up. This comment right here.
Jared says, something tells me that Jared had a copy of Batman #1 and used it to clean up spilt beer, not knowing what it was.
Oh my gosh. That'd be so bad. It was a coaster. I was using it as a coaster. I didn't want to get the coffee table dirty.
I try not to do too many of these long-winded stories, but we're at a comic convention. We're setting up in the morning. It's me and Jared out on the comic book floor. You know, we're getting excited. We're looking around. We're trying to figure out where all the artist tables are going to be, you know, kind of lining it out. Jared, he's doing the businessman thing. He's like, if I hit here, we're good to go. Me, I'm doing the collector's thing. Where I'm like, if I hit here, I have this much money. Hit here, I'll be broke. Hit here, I have this much money. We're doing this thing, and then I don't know if you remember this, Jared. And then Gemma Young comes walking up to our booth with her husband, and she says, "Oh, hey, we saw you guys were doing some giveaways and stuff." And Gemma hands Jared a copy of Elder that she had signed. And Jared turns to me, lifts the book up in the air, and starts slapping it against his hand to like show how he got the first one. He sat there. I'm not even kidding, guys. He sat there like just and yeah. It was Elder. I don't think it was that book. It was Elder.
It wasn't?
If I remember right. But yeah, and immediately Gemma's husband, his jaw just hit the floor, and he was just like, who the hell is this guy? And Gemma, without even like missing a beat, just turned to her husband and was like, that's Jared. He's the one we told you about. And it was the funniest thing I've seen ever. Because, yeah.
Gemma's so
Smith,
awesome.
You couldn't be more accurate, man. You could not be more accurate.
Don't worry. I have literally seen both of these guys with daggers in their eyes when I've touched something. And as soon as I see them looking at me like that, I'm like, oh, no, I'm sorry.
He's terrible about it. All right. Coming in on YouTube chat. Hey. I believe this is Boki from TCT stream, I think. Comics are very much alive. TCT Comics turned me into a comic book fan. Support the creators. Yeah!
Amen to that.
And hell yeah, call out to TCT.
I love those guys at TCT.
Dude, I love that guy right there. That is the right message. That is the right message.
I think I got the name. Yeah, Boki. I got the name right. Agree, Boki. I wish I still had my old comics. Mine got destroyed in my basement. Stupid water damage. Note to everyone, you never keep your comics on the floor in a basement. You always suspend them up on top of something. Like if you look behind M. Scott Russell there, don't be like him.
Yeah, don't be like him. See
you
that
put
bottom
those long
right
boxes
there, that bottom
on.
row's going on. I'll bet you he's got all of his best ones in the bottom row.
Nope.
Actually, the reason you don't even want to do that is because that bottom row of long boxes, as soon as it gets wet, it crumples under the weight of the boxes on the top, and all the rest of your collection will go in with it as well.
Okay, now I gotta say, I literally had a broken back when I was moving them over here, and I had pallets. I didn't. There was no way I could.
You know what you should do? You should take boards and run them across the tops of them, and that'll distribute the weight for each level. Just a small little thin board.
Well, the thing is that most people don't realize is that the type of paper, especially Golden Age and Silver Age comics, the type of paper that they used, it's going to absorb every bit of moisture. So it doesn't matter if you get a flood and your comics don't get hit; they're getting hit just because the humidity
in the air. Wow.
Which makes it more difficult for people to collect, like where we're at, stuff like that.
I actually did mold and restoration, so I'll just tell you, collectors, get some big fans and run them, just in case.
Yep, all the time, nonstop.
All the time. Even when there's no water.
You know what? Why stop there? Get a whole bunch of 3070 RTX NVIDIA video cards. Build yourself a vertical mining rig.
Yeah, a line.
And then the fans some money,
blow the air. Dude, and then if you guys get any kind of like pill bottles or anything like that with the little silica packets, just lay those around your long boxes.
That's actually not a bad idea. I've seen a lot of people do that in long-term storage.
I put them in my gun case. Keeps moisture out.
So we got Dan on YouTube saying, I won't be like him. Zula told us about your show on their live chat. Oh, hopefully it was good things.
I'm sure. Z-Hill is awesome.
Also saying, coming in, Z-Hill talks highly of crypto comics. Oh,
Z-Hill is our buddy, guys. Z-Hill is those guys. TCT Comics, we love those guys. I'm
gonna turn Dietrich into Mrs. Fry one of these days.
Say what? What?
Dietrich.
You heard him
I've been telling Dietrich for about a year now. You know what I mean? That I'm gonna marry that one. I'm gonna put a ring on it.
You think?
You don't believe me?
Dietrich won't give it up, dude.
JD Artist, thank you for joining us tonight.
Always great to hear me from you, man. I'm just waiting.
Jay Smith, did you artist? Make sure you check back on the later elements of the stream. There's a joke that's going to be coming up that I think you'll appreciate.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
All right, so back over to the news, guys.
Back on to the news. Dark Horse Comics, 2 new vice presidents.
Dude, I am stoked about this. Okay, so we have Randy Larman, who's the vice president of product development, and Tim. Why do they all have to have hard to pronounce last names? Tim is the vice president of licensing. Now, these guys have both worked. Well, Randy works for Dark Horse and was just promoted, and Tim had started his career at Dark Horse and was kind of brought back for the licensing aspect of it. These guys know the industry. They know Dark Horse very well, all the ins and outs, and they're huge fans of comic books. So I am so excited to see what these guys are going to do to help kind of take Dark Horse into the next generation. I'm excited.
I think it's Welsh.
There's no L.
What?
Yeah, there is right next to the W.
Wise.
Wise. Okay.
Wise.
All right.
Wise.
Either way, these guys are bravo to Dark Horse for
you
this.
guys know what's really cool here?
What?
Both of these guys have tattoos inspired by Dark Horse comics before either worked at Dark Horse.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Now
that's commitment right there.
Let's go.
Dude, I thought of a collar tattoo, Crypto Comics logo right there, but I won't do it because that's crazy.
Why? I have a Crypto Comics tattoo.
Yeah, but right here on your jugular.
Dude, I'll get one on my neck.
Dude,
I'll get
right there as a collar.
Right, let's go.
Tattoo. If you do it, man, you're the coolest person in the world. I'm not going to do it. My wife wants me to do it. I said no.
We're going to do logo. Big
right there on the jugular.
Hey, Fry, where do you work? I'll be like,
I give you my business card, but it's attached.
Oh, jeez. Pokey says, good luck, Fry. Been trying for years. Dan says, he's not going to attack you. And gambling the guy for trying.
Hey, dang Skippy. But hey, Dietrich's, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. The guy is just all heart.
Gorgeous.
Dietrich is awesome.
He's so soft-spoken.
He's just so damn polite all the time.
I know.
All right. Next up on the news, Amelia Clark.
Yeah.
Launch a comic book at Image.
So, why
not?
All the stars are turning to comic books. And
wait a minute. Who?
Okay, I love the idea.
She was the mother
I love
of
the
dragons.
idea that everybody's doing stuff. Like Berserk.
Wait a minute.
Cool
the
idea.
Mother of who?
Mother of dragons.
Oh, yeah. What?
Yeah, where's Lorebridge in our chat right now? How come she's not freaking out about this?
I don't know.
So,
but she goes from the Mother of Dragons to the Mother of Madness with her comic Mom. And okay. Here's the thing. She wants to take this superhero kind of, they've always called mothers, oh man, you're a superhero. So she's like, well, why not take it a step further and actually turn it into a superhero? Other than the fact that, it's her name behind it. Tell
me there's some good artists. Tell me there's good artists.
Well, you're looking at the cover for number 1, and it's, to me, it seems a little trippy. I'm not.
Oh, dude, they're totally freaking cabal. Look at that shit. The all-seeing eye in the palm of the hand.
Right. Yeah. So hold on. Before you guys start talking your shit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That cover was made by Jen Bartle.
Okay. So give me some.
Who has won the Eisner? So. Keep in mind that you guys are about to talk smack on someone that has won awards that we'll probably never even see.
Well, just so you know, half the awards given are because of who they know, not what they know. But okay, I'll step it back. I'll walk it back. Dude,
now, I think it's a rad cover. I don't think it's going to be a rad
actually.
book.
Let's talk about it. I think it's a great cover.
Right, can we talk about it then?
Pearls and the button in the eye.
I'm going to say this. It does remind me of like Salvador Dali's work. And I am not a huge fan of that style of art. That doesn't mean under any circumstances that I devalue it. It's just, it's not my cup of tea.
Let me check. I really like it. I like the abstract. Whoa. That dude's crazy.
Cover aside, I think the artwork on the interior looks really interesting. I think the coloration looks really cool.
Can you show us some of the interior?
Yes, scroll down just a little bit, Matt.
Oh, whoa, that was Game of Thrones. Oh, not too shabby. I like that style.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I dislike about this is that you can find a preview of the book already. And it's clearly one of those books that has been written from a perspective of, let's make a comic book that will be a movie. You know what I mean?
Why do you say that? Because there's so much talking going on?
The writing style, the pacing, all of it is very much a straight to Netflix type of setup.
Well, that's what happened with you have Berserk. Okay, you have this. Now, I'm not saying anything negative about Berserk.
Right.
All I'm saying is the time frame. We had an actor involved with the storyline, and so all of a sudden, Netflix jumped on it real quick. And
they didn't jump on it real quick, though. I would just say I knew about Berserker. Berserk. Sorry, before I would say well, I guess it was fast, 6 months. Before
every time you say that, though, I just think in that Kevin Smith, my love is like a truck berserker.
Keep singing it.
No, that's all I remember.
Like a truck berserker.
How's the rest of that song go?
That sounded awesome, Matt. Do it again.
No.
Come on, give him full screen. He's ready. Look at it. It's his moment. 15 minutes of fame. Here it comes, Matt.
No, we can't do that one.
Yes, we can.
We're gonna get sued. Quit it. So I think it's I call it the Umbrella Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's some zombie action going on here.
You know what I mean? Like you had Umbrella Academy come out, free comic book day. Most people didn't give a crap. They hit like issue 4, issue 5. People started to come around saying, hey, this is pretty good. Then all of a sudden it gets picked up by Netflix and everybody wants the comic book. And it's cool. Like, I think it's great. As long as comics are getting pushed out there, that's fantastic.
I think
but I feel like this is a comic. But I feel like this is a comic made with the expectation that it's going to go there. Rather than any type of personal expectations on their team to just make a great comic book. You know?
Well,
yes, Jared.
It's got the Mother of Dragons as the mom of the comic. I mean,
I'm glad you're
more
keeping up.
Of the kind of mind behind it. She's not actually writing it either.
Or drawing.
She's more of like the, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we did something like this? And then I'll pay you, you write it, and I'll pay you, you draw.
So is it her idea? Like, did she say, hey, I want a story like this?
It's marketed as her idea. However, here's another interesting thing, is that there isn't a single interview of her talking about finding an artist or finding a writer. Or finding a publisher.
I would like to have her on our show to ask her these incredible questions that we have.
Challenge.
I was just saying.
Minblock on Facebook coming in saying wasn't expecting that after the cover. Yeah, the interior art looks like, I think, arguably better than the cover. It's cool.
I liked the interior art. I'm not gonna lie. If the story is good, you know, and I'm, you know,
hey,
we know quite a few indie creators that buddy up with celebrity names, and they do co-projects. So I'll bet you she's more of a co-project person. So just hear me out on this thought.
Maybe
she got with a creator, and she doesn't know the ins and outs of the industry, just like these other celebs that we've talked to don't know the ins and outs of the industry. So they buddy up with a creator that does. But that co-promotion is really actually pretty awesome for the comic book creator and the comic book itself. I think it's a really good thing that celebrities are actually getting involved with
a good way in it.
Projects.
You know, I'm going to say I will honestly withhold judgment on that comic until I read it. So
yeah, I thought I was just kidding. I was just kidding with the whole eye of Newt or whatever I said in relation to the cover. I thought the cover was pretty cool. I like the abstractness of it.
I'm not an abstract art kind of guy. I've never been able to get into it. I see its value, and I could see why people appreciate it. It's not for me, which art is subjective. And so that didn't do it for me.
Is that she pulls a freaking hood down, she becomes a whole new person, but she still wears the, you know, because she's a mom. But at night, she like thug life.
Possibly. Next up on the news, Masters of the Universe Netflix series gets a prequel comic.
I cannot wait for this.
They're not going to do it. Whoa!
And Dark Horse is putting it out, y'all.
That looks fantastic.
Yes, it does. Now, I will say that, how the Masters of the Universe, the Revelation, which is the new series coming out on Netflix, it is a direct sequel to the old cartoons. They're not
scroll down a little bit. You got to scroll down a little bit because this is where it gets really rad. Look at Skeletor.
Oh,
that's
on.
Oh yeah, they kept the suits the same. All the costumes. The only thing that they changed is give it more of a darker, kind of up-to-date feel to it.
Y'all, you could carve glass with these nipples. I'm telling you right now. I am more excited about this comic than I am damn near anything that has been mentioned or released in the last 2 or 3 months. This is gonna be rad.
I will say
Kevin Smith is writing it.
Kevin Smith is writing it.
He's writing both the series and the comics.
Mattel is fully behind it, and Dark Horse is publishing it. Dude,
so wait a minute.
This is a nerd's dream.
We have Kevin Smith in the lead.
Oh,
we have Dark Horse and freaking the toy company.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Now, the last time I heard that there was a co-op, I heard that the movie kind of sucked because the toy company didn't care. They just cared about the promotional aspect, and they didn't get behind the story.
And
they just
Mattel
were like, get it out,
is infamous. Mattel is infamous about this. But and this is why a lot of people are excited about the Masters of the Universe, like remake coming out, Kevin Smith being leading it up and everything, is because when Transformers came out, Mattel stepped back and let the creators do their thing. You know what I mean? And Transformers did really well on account of it.
Did really good. Until it got to 3, and then it kind of got weird, and then it got back on track on 4.
Well, the thing is that Kevin Smith has been very, very vocal and open in saying that basically as soon as Mattel crosses the line, he'll walk. And he has it in his contract.
No kidding.
That he absolutely can at any point.
We love you, Kevin Smith.
And so,
the universe. I have the power.
And the fact that Kevin Smith is approaching this, he's like, honestly, fan first.
Dude, it should be.
First.
This is a classic. This is something that of this older generation. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
We're old, man.
Oh my God, dude. I used to watch this shit when I was a kid.
Yep.
And now I'm like,
if you used to watch,
come out with one good movie. I'm sorry, they've never. I'm a little nervous because they've never come out with anything really, really good for Masters of the Universe when it's past the cartoon. You know what I mean? Like the cartoon just owned it and it kicked ass and everything was awesome and the characters were awesome and everything was built right. And then they started doing the movies and it just started sucking from there.
Yeah. Andrew Dodge says, it's funny that I have Skeletor as my wallpaper on my computer.
Nice.
Awesome, dude.
Dude, I have Skeletor on one of my credit cards.
Actually,
Skeletor.
No way, dude.
You
Are you
probably
serious?
can't see
I'm a little jelly right now. I didn't even know that was a freaking option. Whose credit card you with? Don't say it. I'm just joking. We're live, but
dude,
holy crap, that's awesome.
Hey, hit me up later. I'll give you his credit card number. You can
dude,
look it up
thank you. I need to get something off of Amazon. Can you give me his Amazon account too?
If you guys actually have you been to say Walmart lately and seen that they re-released the old He-Man toys?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I got He-Man and Skeletor on my wall right now.
Where?
Right there, next to the picture of us.
Nice, dude. That's killer.
Yeah. And awesome. I have Man-at-Arms in my office at the school.
Nice, Man-at-Arms. Very cool. Yeah, I always like Man-at-Arms. When I was a kid, I never caught that. I was always like, Man-at-Arms, yeah.
Did we ever tell you that Joe Frazier and I met Alex Ross and got to hang out with him and talk about Skeletor?
What? Serious?
Yeah.
Where? Yeah. At a convention?
Yeah. At a convention in a mall in Utah.
What?
Oh, that's cool. That is freaking cool. So it was
somewhere I have a hand-drawn sketch of Skeletor raising his fist
from Alex Ross.
Yeah, and doing the line that
somewhere.
I am mean and I love it.
It better be in protective custody.
It's protected. It's back here on a shelf somewhere.
I will.
That's serious. It's in those things somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alex Ross has got to be my all-time favorite comic book artist.
It was pretty cool meeting him.
That's pretty.
He's a super nice guy too.
Hey, you know what? Most creators are they all come from different walks of life. It's been really cool, meeting all the different creators from different walks of life and stuff. But I have to say, in each to their own in every single way, they're all cool in their own way, no matter what. Because they make comic books and they bring joy to people's lives. And people who do that, and you don't get paid real well in this industry until we come to live transaction, but
That was the same weekend when I terrified Chad Harden for the first time.
Oh,
that was the same convention.
That's awesome.
Because he was like, sure, I'll sign up, and then he like glanced this way and glanced back, and was like, Jesus, and I was sitting behind his booth with my laptop.
Oh, dude, I remember that. Now there's a funny story, everyone. You should have seen Fry. He comes back, he's like, oh, let me tell you guys. Okay, me and Joe were at this convention. We talked to Chad Harden. Yeah, Chad Harden's going to join our system. He's going to join our marketplace. And we're like, really? He's going to join? He's like, oh, yeah, he already created an account. We're like, really? We're like, well, I created it for him. And we're like, oh, really? It took us like 8 months to get Chad Harden into the account that Fry created for him. He was so excited. He's like, one day he's going to come in.
There are pictures of me literally sitting there on that laptop right next to Chad making his account with him. Okay? Hey, it took us 8 months to teach him how to log in. All right.
Well, that's true.
If you guys have never met Chad Harden,
guys,
you would understand
this
that.
isn't what I do. I draw.
Yeah.
I draw. Come on.
Yep.
Come on.
So Camera Pain says, I was 5 when Masters of the Universe came out. It was awesome.
Wow.
It's still awesome.
It was. It is.
Masters of the Universe.
Gypsy says, I remember my Skeletor doll from a kid that smelled like a skunk.
See, when I was a kid, I remember I had the Skeletor and the He-Man. And well, I had like 3 or 4 of the different ones, but my favorite were the ones where when you hit the chest, it would like rotate and show like this battle damage.
Yeah,
you remember that one, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
I remember
or
battle
you could
damage.
Squeeze their legs together and it'd do it too. Yeah, it's so great.
Wait a minute, I don't remember the leg one. But I remember the chest one. You'd hit it and it would flip to the other side.
Yep.
You could squeeze his legs too. There's a tiny rubber band inside of him. And if you squished his legs together, it would flip it as well. That way, if you had one in each hand, when you sit and go back and forth, you could squish your hands together.
That was like some serious tech back in those days, man.
Hey,
that was changing the world. Cool. That was virtual reality for us.
We grew up hard.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Someday we're gonna get the rights to have a Skeletor Crypto Comics shirt, and when that day happens. That will be the one and only time when I say Fry gets a shirt that no one else is getting. No community, no fan, no nothing.
What?
I will make that sumbitch with the creator.
Okay.
That's right. That's a damn Skippy right. No. Hell no. We ain't playing that shit. Hell no. Fry has been taken. Fry has been taken by aliens. He was abducted. Oh, some biscuit.
That was me the first time.
Well, the aliens didn't want him.
Hey, Jared.
What?
Your audio's getting messed up again. Hold down Alt and hit F4.
Don't tell me you're crazy
NVIDIA broadcast
crap. I know how you ninja developers work now.
Hold down Alt and hit F4.
Never. I'm never going to do what you tell me to. Last time I did, I got a bug.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't from Fry.
It wasn't?
No, that was because you left your incognito mode on Pornhub open, remember?
No shit. Dear.
All right. Coming back into the news.
I'm just joking, y'all.
Okay.
DC Comics is launching a Conjuring limited series. Why am I not excited about this? Because
wait a minute, is that like Harry Potter?
Anybody but DC should have done this.
You know,
anyone.
I remember back in the like 80s and 90s when DC and Marvel used to pick up every single property that was out there. And so I was actually kind of surprised to see that they're doing that again by launching the Conjuring, kind of continuing into the Conjuring universe.
And it's cool. I mean, I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong. But man, this is one that I really wish we would have seen on like Image or Dark Horse.
Why is that?
Honestly. Because the different artists and writers that those guys have on staff right now, I think would have just killed it with different story arcs based off of the Conjuring series. I mean, I think it would have just been out of this world badass. You know what I mean? I feel like DC is only going to focus on what they know they can market, which is going to be direct film adaptations to the books.
See,
rather than
I don't know
stepping
if
in
this
multiple
is,
directions.
You know, we have the new movie coming out, which I can't wait for. That's one of the ones that my daughter and I go to every single, if it has anything to do with the Conjuring universe, we're going. So I'm excited for the comic because I'm hoping that DC is trying to turn that corner and actually turn it around. Mm-hmm. And because let's face it, they haven't been seen in a very good light lately.
What?
Okay,
lately?
Being a DC fan has been very hard on this channel.
Dude.
On this channel?
Tears.
No.
Dude, it's in the whole universe.
Every
it's the
night.
Whole universe.
Here's the thing. Like on Tuesday, I'll start crying because I'm like, I know there's going to be a DC comic story that's going to come up in the news, and Fry's going to make fun of me. And
it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. You guys should see pre-show. Fry's like, I'm gonna make fun of you.
He does actually.
I'm not gonna make fun of him tonight, but I'm gonna trigger him.
Oh, dude!
Oh, trigger warning.
Because I figured out a joke that he cannot get upset with, even though I know it's going to offend him. And
wait a minute. Are you going to tell us when you tell the joke so we know what he's offended by?
You'll see. You'll see. It's coming.
Oh, excellent.
But speaking of DC,
keep an eye on his face.
Speaking of reasons that I personally disagree with DC, also in the news, in NFT news, Fresh be nice. I am nice to Matt.
We agree, Clock. We agree. Totally 100%.
I'm always nice to Matt. Come on.
Except that one time you weren't.
What?
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
All right. So I always refer to this artist as the homie Delbo because I think it's
we're
fitting.
Up to the Delbo already. Yeah.
But getting right into this news topic. What, 87? Right? 87 years old. Making millions of dollars selling NFTs, comic book art, and guess which comic art it is? Wonder Woman. And everybody's saying,
I told you that the skirt will carry the show.
Well, here's the thing, is that Double was the original artist for Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
And back when Double did the art, DC didn't have all their legal stuff together.
Okay.
So DC never had signed authorization to take ownership of Delbo's art. They do own Wonder Woman.
Okay.
But they do not own the rights to Delbo's art.
So all of his original freaking things he's selling as NFTs. Oh my God.
He's selling as NFTs, already making a killing to the point that
for him.
Then good guy DC, as Matt wants to say, goes out and puts a cease and desist order on every other creator saying, "Don't
bricks right now. He
found
the way around them."
I actually asked Fry before the show started. I was like, I don't understand because I had heard that DC kind of put out a blanket thing saying like, no, nobody does it.
Yeah, I remember you guys telling me that. I remember you guys telling me that.
And see, there was something, I can't remember where I seen it recently, but I've known about it for a while. Marvel used to actually make people sign over their rights on their paychecks. Okay. So when you
endorsed their paychecks?
When you endorsed the paycheck, you actually sign it. That was also a contract saying that, nope, they own the art.
No way. Are you kidding me? That's kind of shysta shit right there,
so
man.
I was just always under the assumption that DC did that as well. And so that's why I was surprised.
DC did do that, but not until later. And the thing is that almost every studio did that this way because that was a standard in journalism. You have to remember that this was back when, Marvel had just become Marvel. Like, they still ran everything the exact same way you would run a newspaper or a magazine publication. Comic books weren't viewed as any different yet.
Okay.
They weren't their own entity yet. In fact, they weren't even believed in by that industry. So they were trying to do what everyone was used to.
Mm-hmm.
And as a journalist, everyone was freelance. You know what I mean?
Right,
you look at like these old interviews with like Kirby and stuff like that. And like, people are talking about, oh yeah, Jack Kirby didn't, maybe didn't make this character, but he did make this. Like, he took, responsibility and everything for it. But yeah, there was like 16 artists that were working on the books. There were like 10 different writers, but it was because everyone was freelance back then.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much a modern thing as far as like Silver Age and newer to have one writer working specifically on one character's books.
Really?
It's very much
you didn't get contracts to like, no, you will write, this 12 issues of this comic.
That's why when I watched what is it, Dante's Inferno, as it went through the like arcs, the drawings kept changing and the story kind of like. Have you guys ever seen that?
That was more of a just a stylized version, because in every level of hell it was a different.
It's supposed to be
it was done by somebody totally different.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be the same thing as what you guys are talking about.
No, this was so
they would have to mimic each other's style
all the time.
Everybody'd have to keep to a constant.
Yep, and that's why Kirby is so famous, is because Kirby is one of those specific people who has a style that you could point out.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? Kirby Landau is a great example.
Ken Landau,
of Ken's stuff. If anybody's ever looking, there's a nonprofit, including Ken Landau's stuff. Very cool stuff that his daughter, it's his daughter, cool. Right? Or granddaughter.
Yeah, his daughter. His daughter is keeping his name alive.
Yeah, so like different artists like that, they would work on so many things, but their artwork was kind of prolific towards getting these characters known, that all the other artists that were working on it had to then mimic their style. They had to relearn what they were drawing to draw those characters accurately, which is why you see a lot of stuff like the Hanna-Barbera cartoons all followed Ken. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Ken was to that top level artist. Everybody else had to just draw it like Ken would draw it. Draw it like Ken would draw it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So that was normal for them to sign their checks, and that was their contract. It was also normal for a check to go through a bank, go back to the original person that wrote the check, and they would hold on to that in a filing cabinet as well. You know what I mean? As time has changed,
you don't get
you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's not like I can Venmo Matt and be like, here, sign your rights over for a comic character.
Hey, send me that receipt, would you?
Right. So, I mean, it's just things that change with the times, and it just seems weird to us. Because we're
well, the interesting thing is, though, is that's kind of one of the gripes, though, is that the industry was taking or pillaging the rights of these creations, of these artworks and stuff. And this guy, Delbo, he actually basically freaking made out like a bandit back then.
Nowadays,
you got
to remember
there was probably a lot of
hard. He made. Yeah, but now his original art concepts, if I understand, like the original stuff he would have drawn, he would have copied it and they would have made the book with it, but he gets to keep his original penciled artwork, and that's what he's selling.
So now this is still argued about. Just so everybody's aware, I'm not presenting this as evidence in itself, but in an interview, Dubbo actually said that he and his family got together and they made an estate, and that estate approached Warner Brothers and offered to sell the rights of all that original art back to or over to Warner Brothers. When they were looking at doing the Wonder Woman movie. The reason being is because Dubbo said, look, the beginning of the Marvel movies have all this old great Marvel art. I would love to see my art in the beginning of this movie. I would love for my grandkids to see their you know what I mean? And they offered to do this for $5,000 US.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So he was paying more out of pocket to get this to happen, you know, based on what he said in this one interview. So, you know, take it grain of rice, or
grain of salt. Rice.
So Warner Brothers turned it down and then tried to launch a countersuit saying that he could never use any of that artwork.
What?
So then their estate had to sit and fight it. And you know what I mean? Like, Delbo never made money off of this, guys. Like, a lot of times Delbo would go to comic conventions, and that's how he made his money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He hasn't been actively working in a very long time in the comics industry.
Well, he's 87 years old.
Yeah, I mean,
he should be,
you know,
sitting back enjoying the fruits of his labor.
Yeah, we're not talking about like Stan Lee money and shit here, guys.
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
he changed how people, like, he gave this one of the greatest superheroes of all time that, you know, people, not just women, can look up to and say, like, wow, you know, he designed that and just made it.
Wonder Woman is an awesome character. Like, really, honestly,
made it iconic.
Awesome character. Like, the way they portrayed her in the movies was, I thought, really good.
Yeah, and very tasteful. And that's how he always did his books. Well, what's really interesting is that Warner Brothers pushed for this countersuit and then pulled the plug on it themselves. And what most people believe is that Warner Brothers attorneys came back and said, hold the hell up. What do you mean you never got the rights?
Yeah, dude, exactly. Because they had no signed contract. Oh my gosh, Delbo, you badass. You're such a badass.
So what's happening now is that Delbo hits up NFTs. Says, wait a minute, creators are making some money. Let's look into this.
What's up,
Let's check this out. And you've got DC Comics going out there telling every creator that's ever worked with them, we don't give a shit. We will sue the hell out of you if you use anything that you made when you worked in DC. And they're going so far as to say, even if you made it on the side, that they're trying to say that they own the rights to everything you even imagined while you worked for them, which is not cool. A lot of creators are, but you also have to remember that a lot of creators are broke as hell right now.
Oh yeah, dude.
They can't afford
COVID,
to, you know,
nobody can afford to take out.
They can't afford to go to court against Warner Brothers. Even
no.
It's
an economy thing. Court is an economy thing. He who hath the most money wins.
Mm-hmm.
So,
except in this case.
So what's really great here
is
that DC puts out this thing saying nobody can use it for anything, and this happened about 2 years ago that they really started pushing on it before NFTs got really big, to be clear.
Oh, okay.
And then Warner Brothers came out saying that NFTs were a scam, that, you know, everything blockchain based is just dark market. You know, they were talking a lot of shit on blockchain technology. And then Delbo comes out, millions of dollars.
That is so awesome.
By just killing it with NFTs.
That's
and
so awesome.
Suddenly, now DC is selling NFTs.
No way.
They are converting the 3D statues that they make that you see in places like GameStop. It's called a black and white series. They're converting those into a digital NFT.
Really?
So it's hilarious how they've turned around and said, I mean, maybe NFT's not so bad.
Hey, don't do what I do. Do what I say.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right
like
after Delbo. Right after Delbo starts killing it.
Wow.
And then they realize we could have bought the rights to this shit for $5,000 if we would have just made him look cool for his grandkids.
What
you know what I mean?
I'm so glad that he's stuck into. I want to meet this Delbo before he passes away.
Yeah, hopefully that'd be cool to get
that
an
would be
opportunity
awesome.
like
what
that.
A stud, dude! What a badass! That's so freaking cool, man. That's like, thank God one of them won. You know what I mean? All the old creators, no offense, but those boys, they gave up so much to create. You know what I mean? They worked hard. It's hard drawing. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of frustration. There's all sorts of things going into it. I'm not that great of an artist. So, I really, really appreciate what artists go through in making art.
You want a reason to love Delbo even more?
Yes.
So he and his estate have already outlined everything else for any resales of NFTs, that they will literally be taking 60% of his cut of every resale ever in the future goes to indie creator nonprofit organizations. To get kids into art. Like that's rad that they're doing that.
What a
that's a stud right there.
You're a god.
That's somebody that isn't doing this for the money, is basically doing it to just be like, yeah, DC.
Fuck you, DC.
Watch
this. Sorry. Well, I did that on camera. Oh shit.
It happens.
We can edit it out. It's fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's not a live show or anything.
DC exec saw that.
So that was our last news article, but we do have an opinion topic that we have to talk about.
Oh, dude, wait, can you guys hold? Man, I'm kind of working on this one. Well,
nope.
All right. Ay, bastards.
So Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let's be realistic. It's not a big spoiler on how this thing ends, but we're not going to talk about spoilers.
Thank you. I haven't seen the end yet. I'm on episode like 4 or 5.
But we can talk about anything that's like public knowledge.
Okay, fair enough.
Disney has put out the new uniform that everyone knew was coming.
Oh, no shit.
So
we talked about it last Monday.
About this.
I didn't pay
Somebody doesn't watch the shows.
Just let everybody know this is the uniform from the comics. This is what it looked like when Falcon took over as captain.
Okay. Looks awesome.
Now
that's almost identical to what we saw, except for the white wings.
Yeah, and to clarify, we're gonna continue to call Falcon Captain America because he's Captain America now.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's Captain America Falcon.
No, he's Captain America. Y'all can deal with it.
Falcon America.
I'm tired of everybody trying to.
He's Captain America.
But I do love that in the show that one guy refers to him as the Black Falcon, and he's like, why?
I'm just like, a Falcon.
Well, I don't know.
So,
he's like,
that was so awesome. I'm just a Falcon.
It's because I'm
like, so
black and the Falcon.
The black kid?
Yeah, that was one of the greatest lines, I think, in all of Marveldom. Right there.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Now I'm going to go ahead and showcase what Disney has released, not anything else, so there's no spoilers. But going from the original Marvel to the Disney show's interpretation, I think is rad. I mean, this still isn't 100% accurate with what you see in the show. Again, though, no spoilers. I don't want to give anything away. But I did
more on the cheeks, but
I wanted to point this out, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Everyone. This image specifically is what Disney put out. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's got a certain likeness to a famous image that we've all seen before of Captain America, which is, of course, the Rob Liefeld Captain America. Now,
oh my God, look at those boobs.
You guys are seeing what I'm seeing now, right? I saw this right off the bat. I took about 20 minutes to comb through Twitter and stuff to see if I could figure out if anybody else made this connection, and it doesn't seem like anybody has yet. So,
you gotta blast us out on Twitter.
I'm probably not the first to see it, but I'm the first that I could find, anyways. So I thought that was insane. So I figure, what better way to do than to show our appreciation for the show and see exactly what it would look like. Now, I would like to say that what we need to do is start a hashtag of Liefeld cut because we need it.
Everybody, Liefeld cut. Hashtag Liefeld cut. We need to get this going.
And if you guys want a copy of this image, I've actually prepared one that you can screenshot right now in order to see. I'm just throwing this out there. This is the CryptoComics.com exclusive idea for the new Captain America. I think that this is something that everyone can stand behind.
Oh, Matt, you look incredible.
He's been working that chest.
Wow. How many reps you do a day, buddy?
Or
was that surgery?
Look at those. Those are all implants, man.
Damn. That's incredible.
Oh my
wow. Dude, I see the resemblance. All we need is red glasses on you, bro, and you are the spitting image.
I'm just saying, I feel like it's exactly what we needed.
Dude, seriously. Wow. I'll never look at you the same again, Matt.
Hey, you call me Captain America.
I'll call you Captain Matty.
That's America's ass right there.
America's breasts. What are you talking about?
So that just happened. All right.
Whoa. I didn't. So did you post for that?
Hold on. No, I haven't put that up anywhere. I didn't want to ruin the joke. I wanted to make sure I could see what Matt's face was.
Yeah, dude, that was incredible.
I just asked him before the stream. I said, "Matt, have you had a bad day?" And he's like, "No, I've been good." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm going to offend you tonight."
Instantly, I'm like,
"Look at him.
It's going to be a good show."
He's a little red.
Hey, he's always behind Liefeld. So,
that's right.
I am. I got.
Well, now you look like one of his drawings.
Hey.
We got Cameron.
Fry, I want that as a cardboard cutout right here. Okay.
Oh, dude.
I will put it right here.
That to conventions.
We got Cameron Payne saying, I thought the original U.S. agent was a Marine. I
don't really. Might have been.
I don't think they ever specified what branch he was. But I could be wrong.
I'll have to look it up.
No, he was Army in the movie.
In the show, he's Army, but I want to say in the comics, I don't think that they ever specified.
It would make sense because weren't they promoting like people going to the military because of World War II and stuff like that? And the Marines, that was a very hard branch to get into at those times. The few and the proud, the Marines.
I don't know.
It would be interesting.
T3 Comics says, I feel like they should call him Captain Falcon. Sounds cooler.
No, Captain American Falcon.
Captain America.
No. You gotta bring back Steve Rogers and just call him Eagle.
Yeah, that's true. They did a botched job on his shiz. Don't worry, refunds.
Cameron Payne says one of them boobs are bigger, larger than the other.
One of them boobs longer than the other. Yes. Dun, dun, dun. Liefeld cut. Hashtag.
T3 says, dude, message me that and I'll share it.
Oh my God, dude, do it.
Cameron says, looks like Bob from Fight Club.
So just I had to look it
up. Digital Dwight comes in to say that's hilarious, man, with big old bitties.
Big old bitties. Tig old bitties. You got some tig old bitties, buddy. Oh.
I'm trying to ignor that and get back to that question. I think that's going to
be his new nickname. Tig old bitties.
D3 says his name is Robert Paulson.
Oh, he actually knew that.
That was wonderful.
Hey, Tig old bitty. How you doing, buddy?
I love my job. You know what?
Nope.
T3 says, damn, I tried Liefeld cut as the badge, LOL. I mean,
why don't
something needs if something needs to be a badge, it's time. It's time to do this.
That is the fantastic T3 Comics. You deserve a raise, and considering that we're not paying you anything right now, that would be easy for us to achieve.
So, just a quick side note. According to the Dark Avengers comic, John Walker was an ex-Marine captain. So
nice call. Who called that one out?
I don't even remember.
I'm looking up right now.
I believe it was Cameron Payne.
Cameron Christopher Payne, brother. Nicely done. Oh, it's on now. Look at that. Matt's like fighting egregiously for that not to be a badge. He was messaging Fry, please God, don't do it, Fry. Don't do it, Fry. That's what
I'm waiting for it. I want to see it.
I do too.
Okay,
Can you make that?
Oh hell yeah, I can.
You're such a badass. Well, this made it all worth it.
Do we want it with Matt's face, without Matt's face?
With Matt's face? Fuck yeah. Or I mean, heck yeah.
Language.
Wow, dude.
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, I was making an executive decision.
Oh.
All right, let's see here. Give me just a moment here, guys. Can you run chat?
Yep, I'm on it. I missed what's this? I missed convention convo. So do you guys think they're coming back? Oh, okay. So we haven't really talked about. Did you guys already cover the convention stuff?
Nope. No.
Okay. So well, actually, so we've got CouchCon coming up. That's going to be in June, the weekend of the 26th. So I believe it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or is it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
The 25th through the 27th, I believe.
Right. Okay, so it's a 3-day event. It's going to be awesome. If you guys have done CouchCon with us before, the Vivid team's fantastic. CouchCon is super fun. They do a great immersive experience where you're involved. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic convention. So put that in your calendar. The week June 26th, the weekend of June 26th, 25th, 26th, and 27th.
Then we also, we're going to be at a couple of conventions a little bit. We're not going to have a booth or anything, but like FanX, I'm definitely going to FanX.
You're going to FanX? You're gonna brave those crowds?
Yeah. I have my shots. I got my mask. Cool. I don't know what, how everybody feels about, that kind of stuff. I'm not getting into that, but yeah, I'll be going.
No. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. We're actually doing different things this year with conventions. Normally we tried to booth it up and really be a part of that immersed experience. But now we're really focused on making connections. We're hoping to maybe do some video, like interviews with creators and stuff like that, real fast as we're zipping around, meeting everybody and stuff like that. So the conventions it's going to be fun. We're hoping to put out a lot of content for those of you that can't make it to conventions and stuff like that. So we can really still promote that convention spirit, because the convention spirit is something that really hit creators hard, that when it was taken away from us, that was brutal. It's been brutal on creators, man. A lot of creators make money that way so that they can make their comic book, so that they can keep going, especially the little guys and the little indies that we work with. And so it's so freaking awesome that conventions are coming back. Yes, it's scary, but I'm not scared because I've already had it a bunch of times. So I'm just glad that they're coming back and we all get to be a part of that. And so what other conventions do we got, Matt?
There's let me see. Emerald City's we have what is it?
What about Comic-Con? New York? Is it New York? No.
Well,
no,
we've got San Diego Comic-Con is going to be the WonderCon at home. We're going to be restreaming that.
But they are also doing a live in person on Thanksgiving, which it's no good for me. Come on.
That's not what we're doing, Fry, is it? Is that the one we're doing?
We're going to be doing the live stream during July.
So
23rd to 25th. We'll be live streaming.
July 23rd to the 25th, guys. We're going to be restreaming. What's that con? Amazing Con? Is that Amazing
WonderCon at home?
WonderCon. WonderCon.
Yep. So following that, as far as like the big ones go that most people are excited about, you've got MegaCon Orlando is going to be happening August 12th to the 15th. That's a pretty big deal. A lot of creators are going to be going there. You got FanX, as Matt was saying, in September. New York Comic-Con is still slated to be in person October 7th.
Really?
10th,
New York?
which is going to be a big one. Yep.
That's surprising.
And then in San Diego over Thanksgiving, they're going to be doing the Comic-Con Special Edition, which will be.
So is that like a live stream or?
No,
that one will be in person, but it'll be a smaller event.
On Thanksgiving weekend?
Yep. And then there's also C2E2, which is the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo.
Hey,
will be December 10th.
Can we cover that Thanksgiving one over that weekend? Like, can you live restream it?
The one on Thanksgiving weekend is an in-person convention, so unless one of us is there, we won't be covering it. We're looking into some things. We'll see.
I wonder how many people would want us to actually like cover something like that. Would that be cool, guys? Put it in the chat.
All right. So, do you have the badge ready?
Hold on.
Heck yeah, I do.
Okay. Dude, I can't wait.
Liefeld cut.
Awesome.
Do it.
All right.
Okay.
So,
all right. Just a minute. Go ahead, Fry. Matt.
Oh, what?
Oh, you got to refresh your screen. Did you misspell Liefeld?
Dude, he probably did.
Liefeld.
Dude, I'm just gonna use mine.
Cut.
Everybody, I am an official badge on the Crypto Comic site.
Holy crap! You are an official badge on the Crypto Comic site. Oh, man, I'm so jelly of you right now.
We got Jason coming in saying, "Hey fellas, what's up, Jason?"
Damn it!
Hey, what's up?
Wrong.
But yeah, chat. So sound off in the comments. Let us know what you guys think about the live conventions coming back. We talked about it a little bit during the stream. We talked about it towards the end of the stream.
Hey, hold on. So which one? So we did a hashtag with LEIFELDCUT, and now we just did a badge with LIEF. So which way is right?
Okay, the hashtag is a joke, Jared.
Yeah, but which one was right?
And the badge is a joke.
I know, but
so people
which one
need to look
right
at the joke is in the spelling, Jared.
Oh my freaking! Oh, I get it. Nice, dude.
Thanks for playing along, homie.
Oh, you're so awesome.
Oh, jeez. This guy.
Oh, I love it. That's so killer. You guys are my heroes. Thank you. Thank you, Matt.
Hold up.
Thank you.
So, Andrew, you better be hitting me up when you're going to FanX.
What? Wizard World Chicago? That sounds cool. Chicago Comic-Con. That sounds cool. Yeah. Dang, dude. Crutchy is freaking, he ain't playing.
So, yeah, and if everybody's wondering why we left Wizard World off that list, Wizard World has kind of a rough legal situation right now. So I don't want to bring up anything that could,
Oh no, happen. Are they getting sued by Comic-Con San Diego?
They're getting sued by everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've dropped a few balls.
Isn't that how FanX got big?
So, no, this is different.
Do it again. Do it again. Are you ready?
We don't want to sit and talk about that.
Hit the dragon. Do it. Just do
it. Make it sound like I'm doing heroin or something, dude. Come on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the stream. We really appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe so that you know when we go live again, so you can see his dragon breath. That's so exciting.
Awesome. Hey,
we appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, oh wait!
2 hours.
Whoa! Did we cover Death Dwells?
No.
That's the whole reason I'm here.
And you're now bringing this up?
I've been waiting for the opportunity, and somehow you guys distracted me. I don't know what it was. That damn freaking Capri Sun. That shit's good. So, just so y'all know, and you guys are going to have to help me with his name. So Tom, T3 Comics, Death Dwells, he actually was gonna crash couch with me tonight, so that he could give an update on his Kickstarter, but unfortunately he's like sick. That's why I was giving him hella props for just hitting the chat. That was super cool of him, but he's like under the weather, so we hope you get well, Tom. But the cool news is that he's already shipped out some of the physical Death Dwells, and he's shipped the ones off to the guy's name. Is it? Who is it? He has a really big name dude signing. What is Virgil? His name? What? Who is it?
Tim
Virgil.
I'm having
That's
fun now.
is.
I'm just sipping my
I think
Capri
it's
Sun.
Tim.
Watching
Yeah,
the
it's Tim Virgil. It's Tim Virgil. You guys are jerks, man. But it's Tim. I said, help me. Oh, hell. No, so Tim Virgil.
I'm having too much fun not doing that.
You guys
right
are
now.
so horrible. So, anyways, Tim Virgil. So the comics have been sent to Tim Virgil. So he's going to be signing those copies. So those are going to be sent out. And then the CC issue is still in production. And as soon as that becomes available, we're going to be getting that out as well. So everything with the Death Dwells Kickstarter is going swimmingly. And then actually, Tom's going to be doing another Kickstarter, I believe, for Aurora coming up. So.
Don't correct him, Andrew. Just let him keep going.
Vigil? What did I say? Virgil? I didn't say Virgil, did I? No, I said.
No,
Vigil.
You're fine.
There's a great Capri Sun.
Dude, I want another one, man. I only grabbed one. It was a really bad mistake. I needed like 6 of them. They're so delicious.
Holy crap. Can you guys imagine Jared on 6 straight Capri Suns?
Dude, it's like a cup of coffee at midnight. Does nothing.
All right, so I am so excited about Death Dwells. As soon as it comes here, I'm going to be doing an unboxing.
Right
the
on.
Monday show. It's going to be epic.
That's going to be cool. Fantastic. Yeah, so we wanted to give Tom hella props, Tom. Great job.
Tom's the man.
Way to freaking rock it. And that's all. Okay, you can go back. Oh, be sure to like, share, subscribe. Comment below. I hear that feeds some algorithm or something.
And the awkward silence. All right, everybody. Thanks again. I appreciate you.
Don't talk to me like that, Fry. It hurts my feelings.
That hat hurts all of our feelings.
Oh,
I love my job.
Okay.
America's ass signing off.
America. Rest. Yeah, I'm excited too. Squirrel.